This is how my legs went from this to this. These are my legs, and so are these, and these. Oftentimes, people don't know my story, and they just tell me, oh, you're so lucky, you just won the genetic lottery. Or bombard me with questions like, should I eat this or not? Should I do this exercise or not? And honestly, reflecting back, there was only one thing I changed that worked. Years ago, when I was struggling with unhealthy weight gain due to unhealthy habits and was being extremely insecure about my legs, I would have really appreciated the advices I'm about to give. Instead of going the unhealthy route of eating less, jumping on diet trends, and so on, none of which actually worked. And coming from someone who gained a lot of weight and then lost 30 pounds a while ago, I really understand that sometimes you just feel so anxious and desperate for results, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I know there's a lot of misinformation online that not only do not give you the results you want, but harm your health. Very frustrating. And because I know leg slimming is still a goal a lot of you have, as I read through my comments and DMs, I just want to share the knowledge and experiences I gained from all the different trial and errors, from all the high hopes, failed attempts, feeling despair, the whole health journey. So if you really want to achieve this, do it the right way, the healthy and sustainable way. Also, I have this leg slimming secret weapon that OGs know about that I will reveal at the end. And trust me, it is life-changing. So make sure to subscribe to learn and grow with me. And when it comes down to what I really changed, it is my mindset. Sounds confusing, but first thing first is to unlearn that you do not need to slim your legs or any other part of your body, and begin to appreciate the strength you will gain as you start to take better care of yourself through proper nutrition and fitness. Believe it or not, my legs began to slim when I changed my health goal. I said this many times in my videos before. Weight loss and fat loss are the byproducts of changing your lifestyle, so you can be more healthy and energized. If you're ready to not just slim your legs, but take better care of yourself, keep watching. So to get started, know your legs. This sounds kind of silly, but do you even know your legs before wanting to slim them down? To not be too deep into the nitty-gritty of science, the muscle groups, skeletal components, and adipose tissues, very basic things you should know. Your legs, including your calves and thighs, are composed of bones, muscles, fat, skin. When it comes to bones, there's not much you can change. You either have the genetics for a large or small skeletal structure. What you can change, however, are the compositions of fat and muscle tissues, which is why it is important to know what kind of body structure are you striving for. For instance, having extremely low body fat with bulky muscles is considered lean, but adds diameter in the size of your legs. Or some people may be sedentary, have a lot of body fat, not much muscle, but their small frame gives the illusion that they have slim legs. The caveat is that they're not very toned and not very strong. So depending on your fitness goal and preferred lifestyle, you can aim for something in between. For me, because my change goal was to be healthy and well and not just to lose weight, I adopted a very active lifestyle. In relation to that, my overall body fat is low, and the bulk of my leg is toned muscles, not huge like bodybuilders, but very tight to give off the impression that I have what most people would consider as slim legs. What my legs used to be like, however, were not much fat nor muscle, and then I gained a bunch of fat in college, and that's what made them thicker, just not toned. So what really happened to me was I decided to become a healthier, fitter version of myself, and the byproduct of that were A, I lost fat in my legs, and B, I also gained muscles. Fat determines the mass of your legs and muscles. Don't neglect this. give your legs shape. Make sure you subscribe and find out how to use this secret weapon that will give your legs a super tight toning effect. I got you. And before we jump to the meat of this video about how you can change your legs through part 1, fat, and part 2, muscles, I want to introduce today's sponsor, Hungry Root, that will help you on your wellness journey. Like I said before, staying properly nourished is the foundation of feeling and looking healthy. And Hungry Root is perfect for that. It is a tech-enabled grocery service delivered right to your door that is personalized to your lifestyle and taste. My gosh. Take a short fun quiz, share what you like, your goals such as gaining muscles. The personalization engine learns what you like so you can spend less time planning and shopping. And the simple, fast recipes make it super easy for meal planning. Plus, I love how there are so many delicious options to choose from, including snacks. I love. The first 100 people to use my code Zoe40 will get 40% off your first grocery order with Hungry Root. Use the link in the show notes or go to hungryroot.com and use code Zoe40 to get 40% off. So let's talk about fat first. The first thing you need to know is you cannot spot reduce fat. Sorry to break it to you, but you just can't. Unless if you go through a liposuction or things like that. Imagine a perfect world where you can just tell your brain, I want more fat in this area and not that. All the plastic surgeons would go out of business, BBL and buccal fat trends would not exist. Sounds too good to be true because it is. First off, what is body fat? It is the storage of energy and accumulates over time as a result of consuming more calories than the body needs to function. This is an evolutionary feature that helps us survive in case of a famine, which is not very applicable in today's world. The tricky thing is, everyone differs in how and where they store extra energy as fat. Most men in bellies, women in their hips and thighs, and for me, anywhere but my boobs. The tough thing is, you cannot spot reduce fat. Think of your body as several interconnected lakes as a reservoir of energy. If you suck out the water in one of those lakes, the water from the rest will just flow into that. In other words, the water levels rise and fall together because it is a holistic system. And same thing with your body. Because your arms and legs aren't separate from your abdomen and your butt. So when you gain fat, it is gained in all areas in the body, some more than others. And the same applies when it comes to fat loss. In order to lose fat in your legs, you have to lose fat in your whole body. And no, do not ever starve yourself to go into a calorie deficit. That will only crash your metabolism. This is why I said earlier, fat loss is only a byproduct. What you want is fat loss, but what you need is a revamped lifestyle to give you a stronger metabolism. Make sure you subscribe to upcoming videos about metabolism. But in the series, I did already make a video about how I changed my metabolism for good by making lifestyle changes. And that's how I lost 30 pounds and kept it off for all these years. Essentially, you need to make sure that you eat enough good nutrients. Adopt an active lifestyle and your metabolism will grow with your healthy habits. That's the only sustainable way to lose fat. And yes, I said only because that is the only way, I promise you. Otherwise, you'll just go through the list of crap I went through, such as losing a bunch of weight and then gaining it all back, being malnourished, being puffy for going the quote-unquote cheating route of just eating less, and you are way smarter than that. Simultaneously, don't forget to tone your legs. I know most girls aren't big fans of leg muscles, but trust me, with or without fat, your legs would not look as good without muscles. Muscles not only give your legs the strength they need, but they determine the definition of your legs. If your legs have a lot of fat and no muscles, they will just be puffy and loose. If your legs have no fat, no muscle, they will just be skin and bones. I know it's purely personal preference, but I prefer to have strong and toned legs. Bonus point is that muscles increase your metabolism, so having more muscles will help you burn more fat. And when it comes to aesthetics, I personally do not like ultra bulky legs that a lot of men train toward. So I do the following to tone my legs. First, resistance training at the gym, of course. I don't do a lot of squats actually, but focus on Romanian deadlifts, leg presses, hip thrusts, and hip adduction that work my outer thighs. Second, walking. It's just so easy. It's low resistance, wouldn't bulk up your legs, and good for your cardiovascular health. Elliptical is also something I do for cardio because it doesn't add a lot of strain on my knees and works out my glutes. And third, the secret weapon. So I don't use this as much anymore, but back when I couldn't go to the gym as much, it saved my life. Yes, resistance bands. The secret is how to use it. And I don't think anyone else does this. But when I was literally so busy studying for the CPA exams at home and not being able to have long workout sessions, I would wear the resistance bands 24/7. Why? Because every small step you take, even in the house, is 10 times the workout. You're essentially doing strength training without a conscious effort. And oh yes, I walked everywhere with them.
It is so cold.
Thought that was over? Zoe literally walked everywhere, like at a plaza in the middle of nowhere. At a farm. Right next to the Cartier store. At the airport. And of course, at home.
That is so embarrassing, but I am proud of her. Also, this video is not sponsored, but I will link some resistance band options in the description. Lastly, bonus tips for those who liked and subscribed: stretch. It prevents injuries and your muscles from bulking up. And if you put your legs against the wall for 10 to 15 minutes every night, it helps the blood flow to the lymphatic system to avoid bloating. So that's all the secrets to how I slim my legs, which is the windfall from changing my lifestyle. It might seem really simple, but real results come from persistence, you guys. There is no fast pass or cheat code to healthy, lasting results. Plus, in the end, do you really want to cheat your own body? Let me know in the comments if you tried any of the tips and share your progress. I would love to hear about them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.